In the next Q&A, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I announce there probably once or twice a week when I do these Q&A videos, and I always pick the best question. So follow me on there, wait for the announcement, and make sure you've got a great question, and you could be featured in the video. With out of the way, let's get it started. Now, as I always do with the first question, I'm going to extend it to you guys, and our first question comes from Optics Skalralsa, I believe, and I'm assuming he's talking about if you could have like one addition or one fix to the game. And for me, it would still have to be matchmaking, kind of like fixing the cloud simulator. Even on next generation consoles and PC, it still takes way too long to get into games, to connect with friends, to get into races, into team death matches, and to get players all together to complete a heist. And if one person drops, you've got to start the entire thing over again. So it takes way too long. And especially for a game that's been out for a while now, I would have imagined it would have been tuned and fixed, and the cloud simulators and long loading and waiting times would have been properly solved. But it's still kind of a work in progress. I guess Rockstar's still working on it. But anyways, if I could have one thing fixed in Grand Theft Auto Online, that's what mine would be. It would have to be the cloud simulator. So let me know right now in the comments what is yours, and we're going to move on to the second question. Our second question comes from Dan Flight, and he says, when do you expect the update to be released? Hashtag Ask Boss. Now, that's a good question. Rockstar just did their verified jobs about, I would say, a few days ago, and I've been getting a lot of questions, which is great, about this upcoming update. It means a lot of people are hyped, including myself, for the release of Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto Online update, which they teased with one screenshot, and they also said that there was going to be lots of toys coming with this. So I expect lots of cars, guns, I guess new vehicles, clothing options, stuff that we can spend our money on, which is great. I would have to say in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, Rockstar typically announces a DLC about 2 or 3 weeks after they do a verified job. So probably towards the end of May, maybe towards the beginning of June is when we'll see this supposed Grand Theft Auto Online update that's going to have a lot of cool content. Great question. Our next question from Connor is possible. You would think that would be one of the more easier things that Rockstar could do in terms of adding stuff to the Los Santos custom shop, just adding more color palettes to like the mattes and the metallics. But they've been kind of hesitant to update the LSC. The only thing they've really done is add certain liveries on cars that it can be applied to, and also adding the neon underglow for those of us who are on the PC and also on the PS4 and Xbox One. So I'm not really sure. Maybe eventually down the road. I don't know how long Rockstar wants to stretch out GTA 5, but if they do plan on stretching it out for a long time, I would definitely hope that they would add some upgrades to the Los Santos custom shop, whether it be new colors or new attachments, anything to just kind of spice it up a little bit and give us some more options to apply to our vehicles. Our next question comes from Tom Fleet. Eventually, that at least the police outfit will come with either a Cops and Crooks update or like an LSPD DLC in Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. But for now, I couldn't see Rockstar just adding it to like a clothing store like Suburban. It's a police outfit, one, only supposed to be worn by cops. I know that I have it in-game on my PS4 account, which is funny, but we're not supposed to have it. And I think maybe in a future DLC, like I said, if Rockstar adds a Cops and Crooks themes or just a police theme DLC update in general, then yes, I could see it being added. But for now, I highly doubt that they would add the rare heist outfits like the Garbage Man, the Bugstar outfit, and of course the Cop outfit just to any clothing store. I just don't see it happening right now. Sebastian Rodriguez asked a really good question. He's asking this question because we saw Trevor Phillips and Ron in the Series A funding heist, which was really cool. It was awesome to see one of the protagonists come into Grand Theft Auto Online. Trevor is so crazy and so hyper and so full of energy. He fit perfectly with the heist that we were doing, the Series A funding, and that would be cool to see Michael or Franklin into the game. But you have to keep in mind that heists take place, I think it's either 6 or 3 months before Grand Theft Auto 5, like the story mode. So Michael wasn't really doing his heisty business stuff before the start of the game, and Franklin was just kind of like a ex-gang member trying to figure himself out in the world. So yeah, that would be great. But remember, it's also got to go along with the storyline for Grand Theft Auto 5. You don't want to have any conflicting plot lines going on. Anyways, that's all the questions that I'm going to be answering today in this Q&A. Thank you guys so much for submitting these questions. They were awesome. Once again, if you want to get involved in the next one, follow me on Twitter. Links in the description. I announce there once or twice a week when I'm doing these videos. So if you ask a good question, you might be featured in the next one. If you guys did enjoy, a like rating would be awesome. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are new, you like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.